30 days without my husband. What will I get up to? So Steve and I are taking separate vacations in Europe. He has gone off and I'm still in Athens. My flight doesn't leave for another couple hours. So I've come down to the tourist section to just kind of walk around and get my head together for the next 30 days. So every day for the next 30 days, I'm going to do a little snippet about how I'm feeling, what I'm up to, and what it's like to be a married woman as a solo female traveler in Europe, wondering where the heck my husband is, and getting up to my own life for 30 days. So stay tuned. Okay, so I've made my second day of a married woman running solo through Europe. I've come across another married woman who's not solo. This is my friend Shay. She used to be a full-time traveler, but now you're not.
No.
Yeah,
Live here in Cleetland, this tiny little hamlet.
Yeah, see, we're at the
farm
back here,
yeah.
and we're hanging out with her dog over there, Truffles, and we're gone wild. We've been to Lidl.
Woo!
We've been to Lidl, and now we're going to have some
and
hummus.
book club at the library.
Yeah, book club at the library with the old ladies of Cleetham. So it's been a great day so far.
Yes.
So it's day 3 of Married Solo. I've had a fabulous day with my friends in England, and what's so wonderful is they've been such great hosts. Nice fluffy towels, coffee in the morning, fresh water, comfortable bed. It's just been fabulous. So thank you, Shay and Steve, for letting me stay with you for the weekend. Day 4 of Married Solo Traveling. Where do you think I'm going? So I've gotten to my room. Here is the loo. And then through here is the shower. I guess I'll find a light switch soon. And then here is my room. And I'm in this great big old house that I have access to the kitchen and a whole little garden and a washer and dryer downstairs and a desk and a kitchen to cook in. And then I also actually here have a little refrigerator right down there and a pot, a kettle, and a TV. So I'm super excited for my first 10 days in Jersey. I can't wait to start writing. I don't know. I'll see you in a couple days, maybe? Who knows? So I'm a little bit lost. I'm not sure what to do first. in my real first day of married solo travel, I have finally gotten to my destination that I'm going to be at for about a month. And I've got so many things to do. I want to do writing. I want to go out and see the community. I want to go for a walk. I need to go to the grocery store. I need to get some food. I've got a phone call with someone in a few minutes. And I'm like scattered with what to do first. So I took a shower. Got to start the day with a shower. And I don't know what I'm going to get up to today. I've got so many choices. And one of them is absolutely, I'm going to start writing my book today. So anyway, shower first. What's next? We'll find out. Okay, so day 6 or 7 of married solo traveling. So yesterday, I discovered here in Jersey that the tides are twice a day and they're about 2 miles wide. So you can go out on the sand and go tide pooling all day. So that is what I did. I did get about 5,000 words or so written on my novel. So I'm excited about that. Today, I've made it to the castle. This is St. Orgueil. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. And then off into the distance is France. So I've also discovered that Jersey is not part of the United Kingdom. It is its own independent autonomous region, kind of like a Aruba or a Guam, where they're attached to a country, but they are their own independent country. So I was really excited to go into my Countries Bin app and check off another country. So that's now 87 countries I've been to. Super excited about that. So I am going to walk around here, and then it's about a 2-hour walk back to my Airbnb. I'm going to attempt to do that. I'm not sure it's super safe. The roads are pretty narrow. I'll make sure that it's safe and that there's sidewalks to walk on. If not, I'll just catch the bus back. So day 7, and then I'll head back to the house to my Airbnb and do another, I don't know, maybe 4,000 or 5,000 words. I'm so excited about this book. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I have to admit, this may not be the smartest thing I've ever done. I've gotten off the bus in the middle of nowhere, and I'm just following a trail to a fort, to a cafe, to get to the other bus line, to take the bus line back. I'm on the very northern edge of Jersey, The great big Atlantic is right there. And I'm really not sure where I'm going. And there's not a lot of people here. So I probably should have told someone where we're going. So if I show up dead, this was the last place I was. See you later. Whew, yesterday was a weird day. Oh man, I just finished my workout. If you have it, I just did this YouTube guy and he does 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and it's just too slow. I'm like, come on, keep going. So if you know somebody does like 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off for a HIIT workout, let me know. Anyway, it was such a weird day yesterday. I was down in the kitchen at the dining table writing, and my landlord, or the Airbnb homeowner, goes running past me, and I've been texting her about how the internet wasn't working, so on. Anyway, she apparently was in a hurry. So she comes running into the house, she goes running past me, and all of a sudden I heard this boom. I'm like, what was that? She had jumped over her Hoover, had hit her head on the door jamb and fell, and she was on the ground, blood everywhere. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I grab some, I go check on her, I grab some ice. I'm like, I don't know what 911 is here in England. Like 911's not going to work on my phone, but I have an app called E-Emergency for this very purpose. I open it up, I press it, it calls emergency, ambulance is on its way. She's still conscious, and so I said, call your husband. So the husband gets on the phone, he's on his way, and so it's the two of them, the emergency and the husband, kind of racing to the house. Anyway, in the meantime, I'm holding her head, putting ice on it, talking to her, trying to keep her from going into shock. And I'm thinking, oh my God, don't die on me, Anyway, all's well that ends well. She ended up going to the hospital. She got 7 stitches. She's on painkillers. She's fine. Anyway, from then I went to, because I didn't have any internet in the house, I ended up going to the library, hanging out in the library. And then I went to a coffee shop, and then my phone falls behind this bench, kind of like this one, but the bench is attached to the wall. I can't get my phone. I'm like, oh my God, this is just a nightmare. Like, what am I going to do without my phone? Anyway, it had happened before. They knew how to get it. They had this like antenna thing that they managed to fish my phone out with. So that's great. So anyway, so I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, okay, 2 things have happened today that this is why you have insurance. And then I started thinking, oh my God, my insurance is Schengen insurance, and I have with Mondial, which I love. And I thought, this weird Jersey, which is part of the Channel Islands, which is kind of the UK, but not the UK, and it's an autonomous region. I'll bet you it's not covered. Find out it's not covered. And I thought, oh my God. So I sat there and immediately just found some insurance, 2 weeks to cover me while I'm here. I go back to Schengen when I'm done. So I'm like, let's get this cheap policy. It was like $50 for 21 days or something. Make sure I'm covered just in case. And then I double checked my Business Inc. card with Chase covers the loss of a cell phone as long as I pay my cell phone bill with it. So in case I lost my phone, I could file a claim. I don't know that I would do that, but it's just nice to know that that I have insurance through my Business Inc. card. Anyway, what a day. So today it's raining. I am going to chill out today, relax, do some exercise, do some more writing, enjoy my new suite. I'm showing the video here of my new suite that I got moved to because they can't get, for whatever reason, the internet does not work in my old room. So the wonderful landlord with the 7 stitches in her head said, you know what, I'm moving you to the grand suite. And so I moved to the grand suite, and I've got this beautiful couch and this nice view, and it's just lovely. So anyway, all's well that ended well yesterday, but man, not a day I want to repeat. Okay, so I'm super proud of myself. So I found out about these park runs. Somebody I follow on Substack mentioned it. I guess they happen every week here in Jersey, but they're all over Europe and globally, I guess. They're organized 5K walks every weekend, timed, organized course. So I thought I would just come out and see what's going on. A lot of runners, not a lot of walkers, mostly runners. But the course went around the track twice and then went down a trail and did a turn and came back. And I really didn't have a goal, but I came in at 51 minutes on a 5K walking. So I think that's now the goal I need to beat from now on, my next park run. Anyway, check them out, Park Run. I think it's parkrun.org. You can find it really easily online and see if there's a park run where you are this weekend. I can't believe I'm going to do this. I'm going to go swimming right here. It's 50 degrees. The water is 50 degrees. Clearly there's nobody here. It's sunny. Apparently people do come. It's just not right now. But I promised I was going to do this. I have my bathing suit on. See, I have my bathing suit on. I'm gonna do it. Stand by. I did it. I did it. See, I'm wet. I swear. I did it. That man up there, he saw me do it. I promise. Holy cow, that was cold. I do not have to do it again. So thanks to my friend Caroline, she said I have to go to St. Albans, and so I took the bus to St. Albans, and then I've been walking around. It's a beautiful day. It's actually Mother's Day here, so not Mother's Day in the States, but Mother's Day here in the UK. So happy Mother's Day to all the moms. I was just walked out to this castle back here. Fabulous walk. The low tides here are unbelievable. You can walk for miles and miles on the sand. It is really fantastic. Yesterday I met up with a local Nomad, or actually someone who lives here, but she invited me to go hang out with her because she knew somebody else that was in our Nomad group, and they introduced us, so she introduced us, so it's been great. And I also wanted to address my last little snippet. Do I miss Steve? Well, I miss him for sure. I mean, I love the man. He's my best friend. He's my partner. He's my teammate. He's all the things. So of course I miss him, but I don't miss him as in like I'm looking for something to do or need someone to talk to. I mean, I've got my systems. I reach out to my girlfriends via WhatsApp, or I go for a walk, or I work on my book. So it's all been good. Just look how beautiful this is. But we're halfway through the experiment. So far, so good. I'm interested to see how the next 2 weeks will be, as maybe I get bored or lonely or feeling alone. I don't know. You'll have to look at this beautiful, beautiful day. You'll have to follow along. Say hello to Smash. He is my new companion at my house sit here in Jersey. We're going to be together for 15 days. I think we're going to be just fine. What do you think, Smash? So I'm on the hunt for puffins. I've taken the bus up to the northwest corner of the island, and I'm walking on the 2.5 mile North Coast Trail, and there's supposed to be puffins. If I find a puffin, you're going to see me freak out. Maybe later. So I guess I was just talking to a fella. He says it's very rare to be able to see the islands. So we've got Sark, Alnerby, and Guernsey off in the distance. I'm going to go to Guernsey tomorrow, I think. I don't be able to get to Sark, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the island that starts with the A. Okay, be very, very quiet. I found the puffins. Are you ready? Voila! Aren't they cute? Yeah, I thought they'd be alive too, and they're not. So I've made it to Guernsey. This is another one of the Channel Islands. I got on the ferry this morning. Me and one other guy was on there. He was actually from Puerto Natales, Chile, down in Patagonia. I've actually written a blog post about Puerto Natales, so he's very interesting to talk to. Anyway, Guernsey, one of the Channel Islands, took me about an hour to get here from Jersey this morning. I've got 4.5 hours to see what's here, so come along for the ride. Rather than go for a walk up along the coast, I decided to come out here to this chapel. Is this not amazing? It's mosaics and shells and tiles, and it is unbelievable. Look at those abalones. And the altar. So this church is unbelievable. Look at, the whole church is made of shards, and all the shards were donated by Wedgwood. So it's a church of Wedgwood ceramics. It's unbelievable. You go in and it's there you go. There's a good shot of it. There's you go in and then you go down. There's all these altars, like 4 or 5 altars, and you go downstairs to the bottom floor, and the whole thing is all Wedgwood shards. It's unbelievable. You got to get here. It's the little chapel of Guernsey. Travel day. So I've only screwed up like 7 times today. Let's see. I went from Jersey to Heathrow to Amsterdam, and now I'm in Amsterdam, and I'm trying to get the train to Gouda. I'm on my way to Gouda. I almost forgot my backpack when I got up to get on the plane, and then I got on the plane and I was in the wrong seat. Then I got in the right seat, and now I got on the wrong train, and now I'm waiting for the right train to get to Gouda. So the benefit of having Steve with me is he double checks things, and I'm not a good double checker. And also my house sit just told me I left a few things behind, so she's going to ship them to me. Again, that's what Steve is good for, making sure I haven't left anything behind. So there you go. So I think I've made a mistake. So I got to Gouda, which is pronounced Gouda, a couple days ago. And my apartment is really cute. You know, I'm going to show the video here. It's really cute. There's very, very steep stairs from the door up to the second level. At the first level you come in, there's a bathroom and a washer, and then you go up these very steep stairs, and then you see the rest of the apartment. I don't think in the video I showed you the bathroom, but anyway, the apartment's very cute, nice kitchen. The problem is, it's been snowing. Snowing. This is not my 72 degrees. So yesterday I didn't even leave the house. I don't even think I said a word to a single person. I don't have a cat to talk to anymore. And so I worked on my book and did some writing and so on. And I actually found an app that I'm going to download that gets me to walk around Gouda tomorrow. But it is cold. It is gray. It is not something that makes me happy. I don't like being cold. I'm kind of miserable. I mean, I'm okay, but this is not my preference. And I absolutely am not happy about being in cold weather, especially when I knew it wasn't going to be warm, but I thought it'd be like 55 or 60, but it's snowing and the ground is frozen and there's ice on the ground. So I'm going to get out today. Yeah, I'm going to get out today and go find out why Gouda is Gouda. So watch for some videos later. But man, I hope today I turn a page because I'm not happy. So I got out of the house and I went on several self-guided walking tours. So there's one tour that goes to like 35 of these statues. They are the cheese farmer's wife. And then there's another walking tour of just famous sites. There's one of the infrastructure about how Gouda is sinking, and you go to different places and you can see where the engineering is going on in order to eliminate future flooding, which was really fascinating. I actually got to go up into a windmill all the way up to the very top and actually talk to the miller who is an active windmill that is still in production, but it's not producing anything. They just do it for demonstration purposes. And then I got a bowl of cheese soup, of course, Gouda cheese soup, and then went through the cheese market. So, also, we've seen this elsewhere in Europe where there will be little brass squares embedded in the sidewalk showing the Jews who were sent off to the concentration camps. They have that tour here as well. And what's very interesting is when you click on one of the squares, it gives you the history of the family associated with the square or the name on the square. So that's really, really cool. So I have really enjoyed Gouda. And just a little view here. I'm on the canal. A really, really cool city. If you are coming to Amsterdam, you could certainly base yourself here. Amsterdam is very expensive to stay in. The ride's about an hour train ride into Amsterdam, and I'm paying about $60 a night for my Airbnb. So that can give you kind of a perspective on things. See you soon. Today's the day, today's the day, today's the day. Steve arrives today. I'm so excited. I can't wait to talk to him. I've got so many ideas about where I want to go next, how changes I want to do to our lifestyle, what I want to do, things I want to write about. I can't wait to talk to him and touch him and hug him. And anyway, he'll be in 4 hours. He'll be here 4 hours and 10 minutes. By the way, if you want to see anything about the reunion or what we thought about or notes about how our life was as married solo travelers, watch this video right here. It's the summary of everything that happened and what we thought about. Talk to you soon.